San Francisco. It calls to me, San Francisco. I gotta be back in Frisco, beside the sea, up and down. Chinatown, New York's pace, Chicago's grace. Great towns, but they can't replace the razzmatazz, Alcatraz, and all that jazz. Telegraph Hill, it fits the bill. Cable cars thrill, they thrill me still. Golden Gate Bridge, the bog rolling in. So if you find the need to explore all your dreams, look to San Francisco, my favorite town. Look to San Francisco, my favorite town.
Welcome to Great Chefs of San Francisco, a culinary guided tour with chefs from some of the finest restaurants in the Bay Area. This time from Berkeley, Santa Fe Bar and Grill and chef co-owner Jeremiah Tower. He is one of the city's most interviewed cooking personalities and has, among others, become synonymous with trendy California cuisine. Born in America, Chef Tower grew up in Europe and Australia, tagging along with his father, a businessman whose travels exposed Jeremiah to great food. He moved back to the U.S. and studied architecture at Harvard. Then, on the way to Hawaii, he made a fateful stopover in San Francisco. It introduced him to Alice Waters and her famed restaurant, Chez Panisse in Berkeley. Thus began a chefing career that has been sensational, if not orthodox.
I was down to my last about $15. And someone said, a friend of mine, because they'd taken me to lunch at Chez Panisse, which was almost a year old at that time, sort of neighborhood cafe. And they said they were looking for a chef. So I hopped on the next bus, called Chez Panisse. I didn't know anybody there. And arrived there at 6 o'clock one evening. Walked into the kitchen and said, "Hi, I'm Jeremiah Tower, and I'm here for an interview." And they said, "Get the hell out." By that time, Alice had come down from upstairs. And she said, "Well, hello, how are you?" And I was telling her, "Fix the soup." So I tasted the soup, and it was the biggest pot of soup I've ever seen in my life. Tasted it, and it needed salt. I put some salt in. It was a little thin, so I put in some cream and stirred it all around, put a little pepper in. Maybe in those days I used to put white wine in soup, so I put in some white wine probably. And they tasted the soup and thought it was a miracle, and I got the job as chef.
Santa Fe Bar and Grill has become a hit in the Bay Area, as have two other operations that Chef Tower has run since leaving Chez Panisse. The menu for this program not only reflects Jeremiah Tower's cooking instincts, but capsulates the whole California movement.
So I'm going to pound out these sun-dried tomatoes, because we have goat cheese here, California goat cheese. They're going to be grilled in vine leaves. Wish I could tell you what kind of vine, but I don't know. I'll just pound these out.
The sun-dried tomatoes are marinated in olive oil. This inventive presentation stars goat cheese, an extremely popular item in California restaurants. Naturally, Chef Tower has found a local connection for it.
The cheese idea, because one looks for cheese courses that aren't just a platter of cheese, that aren't just sort of melted Parmesan or something like that under the grill. In this case, the grape leaves not only protect the cheese from burning, because if the grape leaves burn, so what? You discard those anyway. But they give a wonderful flavor. It's kind of an acidic, grapey flavor to the cheese. And it's nice to have a hot cheese course. And soufflés are pretty tricky. This anybody can do. You just cook it until the point where the cheese feels soft enough to scoop up with a spoon or a piece of bread. And the visual appearance is wonderful to open up the green leaves and see that hit of red. Now the fact that it tastes good as well. Olive oil on them. Take them over to the grill. So, turning them over gently. Little juice from the pig doesn't hurt. You can see the difference in color. Just lift that open. You can sprinkle a little lemon juice on it. These are Meyer lemons from the garden outside. There you go.
San Francisco, it calls to me, San Francisco. I gotta be back in Frisco, beside the sea, up and down. Chinatown, New York's pace, Chicago's grace. Great towns, but they can't replace the razzmatazz, Alcatraz, and all that jazz.